The Korean War, some air disasters, and foreign affairs are all on this day. Welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is July 27, 2021. It is the 208th day of the year. There are 157 days left. It is the 30th Tuesday in the 31st week and the 37th day of summer. 57 days left until fall. If today's your birthday, you are a Leo. Today is National Love is Kind Day. National Love is Kind Day encourages you to become aware of how you're treating people, how people are treating you, and how you can become emboldened, supported, and empowered to lead a joyful and a productive life that you deserve. All right, let's see what else July 27th has given us. 1789, the first U.S. federal government agency, the Department of Foreign Affairs, is established. It'll later be renamed the Department of State. 1942, World War II. Allied forces successfully halt the final Axis advance into Egypt. 1949, the first flight of the de Havilland Comet. This was the first jet-powered airliner. We've been zipping around the world ever since. 1959, the Continental League is announced as baseball's third major league in the United States. 1964, the Vietnam War. 5,000 more American military advisors are sent to South Vietnam, bringing the total number of United States forces in Vietnam to 21,000. I mean, how many advisors were really there and how many people were in combat? 1981, while landing in Chihuahua International Airport, Aeromexico Flight 2030 overshoots the runway. 32 of the 66 passengers and crew on board the DC-9 are killed. Another plane accident. 1989, while attempting to land in Tripoli International Airport in Libya, Korean Air Flight 803 crashes just short of the runway. 75 of the 99 passengers, the crew, and 4 people on the ground are killed. This was the second accident involving a DC-10 in less than 2 weeks, the first being United Airlines Flight 232. In 1995, the Korean War Veterans Memorial is dedicated in Washington, D.C. This has always seemed strange to me. The Korean War, and really anything to do with the Korean War, has always played second fiddle to World War II. But the Korean War Memorial was done years before the World War II Memorial. Just going by the history of how people treat these wars, that's really strange. The Korean War Veterans Memorial was confirmed by the U.S. Congress on April 20th, 1986. The initial design competition was won in 1986 by a team of 4 architects from Pennsylvania State University. But the Pennsylvania team withdrew because the advisory board and some art and some commission of fine arts, they were trying to change too much of it. They accepted this design and then they started screwing with it, so the people from Pennsylvania just pulled their whole design. They eventually made it to the federal court where they just wanted their design to be built. The advisory board and the commission of fine arts for this project won the court case, so they had the option to let them make their changes or just pull their whole thing, and Pennsylvania eventually pulled it. The eventual design was by Cooper Lecky Architects, who oversaw the collaboration between several designers. President George H.W. Bush conducted the groundbreaking for the memorial on June 14, 1992, Flag Day. The memorial was dedicated on July 27, 1995, the 42nd anniversary to the end of the war, but it really never ended. But it was dedicated by President Bill Clinton and South Korean President Kim Jong-sam. They called the Korean War the Forgotten War because really not many people know much about it here in the United States. It was a major war. People just don't realize that, and I think it has something to do with we didn't lose that many troops. We lost just over 36,000. As in comparison, we lost over 290,000 troops in World War II. The really scary number from the Korean War, in between 2 and 3 million civilian deaths happened during that war. 2002, Ukraine air show disaster. An Su-27 fighter crashes during an air show in Ukraine, killing 77 spectators and injuring more than 500 others, making this the deadliest air show disaster in history. 2015, at least 7 people are killed and many others injured after a gunman attacks an Indian police station in Punjab. Movies released on July 27, 2001, Wet Hot American Summer. This was a great movie. It was like a throwback to those old 1980 movies where, people are at summer camp and bikinis and all that stuff and just hijinks by teenagers. It was great. It had so many good people in it. The film follows a group of counselors on the last day of camp during the summer of 1981. The film spoofs teen comedies of the 1980s, and it's got a cult following. It had Paul Rudd, Bradley Cooper, Amy Poehler, Elizabeth Banks, Christopher Maloney, Molly Shannon, David Hyde Pierce, Janine Garofalo, Michael Ian Black, and Michael Showalter. If you ever get a chance, check that out. I think it's on Netflix right now. Born on July 27, 1984, Taylor Schilling, American actress. She is known for her role as Piper Chapman on the Netflix original comedy drama series called Orange is the New Black. That was a great series. I was working at Netflix when that first came out. Oh my God, it was huge. That was like our first series that Netflix had actually funded, and it was theirs. It was great. It's like a turning point for that company. Now everyone makes their own stuff for their streaming service like Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, whatever. Died on July 27, 2016, Jerry Doyle, American actor and talk show host. His nationally syndicated talk show, The Jerry Doyle Show, aired throughout the United States on Talk Radio Network. He was also known for his work on Babylon 5. He died at the age of 60 due to natural causes with complications from alcohol abuse. That's too bad. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, be productive, and be nice to each other.